This case has conflicting missing dates, being either January or February 4th, 1999. Weather may have played a factor if she disappeared in January. However, the database I trust more, further down in Teresa's file, does state she disappeared February 4th, 1999, which conflicts with their originally documented date of January 4th. On February 4th, 1999, Teresa Dianne Shannon visited a sister care support group for women surviving with domestic abuse issues. Afterward, around 2:30 p.m., she dropped a friend off at the Western Sizzlin' Steakhouse, then located at 812 U.S. Highway No. 1 in Lugoff, South Carolina. The building has since been demolished and the address ceases to exist. That was the last known sighting of Teresa. To give more insight, she was married to George L. Shannon, who died in 2011. So, 12 years after she disappeared? They had 2 teenage sons at the time of the divorce proceedings in 1999. A year earlier, her home was in Kershaw County, South Carolina, and was destroyed in a fire. Teresa never collected on the $90,000 insurance policy. She relocated to an apartment complex in the 2600 block of Thomas Sumter Highway in Sumter, South Carolina. It's about a 45-minute drive home from Lugoff, South Carolina. The waters to check around that address in Sumter include Booth Pond, Green Swamp, White's Mill Pond, Second Mill Pond, and the most likely would be the Mush Swamp, as it has a materials company at the site with several retention ponds. Getting back to the home that caught fire, police were still investigating it and if it had anything to do with the impending divorce. When authorities investigated for clues in her new home in Sumter, everything appeared in order. There were no signs of a struggle, and her prescription medications were discovered. George largely refused to cooperate with the police investigation, but did disclose that Teresa was hospitalized at one point for a mental illness. George died in 2011 and was never named a suspect in her disappearance. He cared for their children after her disappearance. FoulPlay was suspected as she went missing 6 days before she was to appear in family court to receive her divorce settlement and 9 days before her mother's wedding. Teresa's mother reported her missing February 16, 1999. As part of the divorce settlement, George was to pay alimony to Teresa at $400 a month for 4 years until 2003. In April 2001, George sought termination of the alimony payments, retroactive to the date she was reported missing. Teresa's court-appointed conservatorship arranged legal representation on her behalf, who filed a counterclaim on George for the attorney fees and costs associated with the case. George was found in contempt for failure to pay alimony and owed Teresa $7,763. The Court of Appeal agreed in part, reversed in part, and remanded in part the family court rulings. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office is investigating. They can be reached at 803-436-2000. They are searching for Teresa as well as her maroon 2-door 1988 Oldsmobile Cutlass Ciera, South Carolina license plate 605CJY. Her birthday is January 28, 1950. At the time of this recording, she would be 72 if found alive and would be 73 in 1 month. Also, quickly about multiple sclerosis that she has. It's an autoimmune disease, I guess I should say, that attacks the myelin sheaths around a person's nerve cells. There is some belief that stress can trigger an episode, but as of yet, they are still studying the correlation. Welcome to AdventureSphere. This channel is dedicated to missing people who are missing with a vehicle. In the process of creating this database, we are creating a volunteer sonar search and recovery dive team. Our services are free of charge. We ask you to consider subscribing, watch our content, and help spread awareness of our endeavor. The places I mention are shared with my blessing, so Teresa can be reunited with her family, regardless who higher powers work through. The description box has her email address if you'd like to share insight on any cold case, know someone missing with a vehicle and would like them featured on our channel and searched for, or to donate equipment. The video of Google Earth here has a measurement from our current best location starting point. This one is using two. One, the location where this Western Sizzlin Steakhouse was and log off, and the second part would be around her home, which is this, what's on our screen right now, is in Sumter, South Carolina. We focus on bodies of water within 5 miles of their last known location and within 5 miles of their destination. Sentimental sites can also be sonared. If an area has been heavily searched, we may expand the search area, but please keep in mind that accidents tend to happen closer to home. The symptoms of multiple sclerosis can vary person to person, as well as the debilitation levels. People may experience vision loss, pain, fatigue, impaired coordination. Depression is also common, as well as sleep deprivation, muscle spasm, tremors, anxiety, and difficulty speaking. I wonder if all the stress that she was enduring in that year before she disappeared, if perhaps she accidentally set the home on fire from muscle paralysis or muscle spasms and felt undeserving to collect the money. She may have not have been home at the time and just not have had the ability to think about collecting the money because of the multiple sclerosis affecting her thinking. We may never know why. So the area around Lugoff that I would like to search first, the primary contender, I believe, is that she is probably in the watery river. There's a bridge that goes over it. Then there's the watery farm ponds, Buck Creek, McDonald's Willets Pond, Kendall Lake, Fredericksburg Pond, Whitehead Brothers Pond. That is also possible. There's a quarry right there. And then Hood's Pond. Some other questions, if anybody can help her. She's got one surviving son right now. I am very curious as to if she worked at the time or if she was collecting disability. If she did work, where did she work and when? Did she prefer to go out or to be a homebody? Was she an early bird or a night owl? If she was a night owl, did she feel comfortable driving at night? Did she prefer to drive on the main roads or back roads? What her agenda was for the day after she dropped her friend off? Was there any road construction along her planned route that might have taken her into unfamiliar areas? And then were there any items that Teresa always carried with her? Like an orange water bottle or pepper spray, some sort of self-defense items, some like perhaps a walker or a cane for her multiple sclerosis. And then did she have any recent bladder infection or a UTI? Bladder infections, UTIs can also make it difficult to process information as you age. If you'd like to help Teresa's family find her, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and ring the notification bell to receive progress reports. I'm going to let the video play out here for about 5 more minutes so you can see the entire search area. If you see something that I missed, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that we love you. Bye.